welcome into the 215. I'm Breland Moore, and this is Mike Jerrick.
Thank you for the intro.
You are very welcome.
Before we go any farther here, have you been over to Northern Liberties on American Street, especially right at Oxford, the intersection? Look at the explosion of housing. I remember 5-6 years ago, this was empty lots, junkyards, and look at it now.
I know, it is all built up, and we also have this fantastic cidery behind us, Original 13 Cider Works. We're gonna go in there and check it out a little bit later, but right now, we want to talk to you about Pablo Batista. He is a Latin jazz percussionist, and he is all over the world. Very lengthy career, but he's mostly played in the background of things, and now
to big stars.
Yeah, though. I know, but mostly in the background, and now he says he's ready to take center stage.
I call it Slap Hard Studios because you got to slap hard to get the sound. It was pretty eclectic coming up. Every style of music in America, like from big band, jazz, to rock and roll, to the blues, to salsa, to Afro-Cuban music, folkloric music.
So when did you pick up percussion?
I was a little boy. I saw some red congas in Chicago. I was in my uncle's house riding a bike, and there was a park, and in the park there was a bandstand where the guy had some red congas, and so I stopped the bike, and I fell in love with congas. And after high school, I came to Temple University, graduated in '85, and immediately began working with the great Grover Washington Jr.
You've had like a really eclectic, all over the place kind of career.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to win some great awards in a bunch of different styles. Yeah. I've had a lot of great artists that I backed up. I mean, amazing, from Grover to Patty to Jill Scott to Jeffrey Osborne, Diane Reeves, Manny Oquendo and Conjunto Libre, Eddie Palmieri. The great Alicia Keys, even this new artist, her. Great band leaders that are just amazing singers and people and artists. Yeah, it's gotta have that in your chest.
Talk about your work though, your upcoming album and what y'all got in the works right now.
Cool. Well, I got my first album's really cool. It's called Ancestral Call because it's got some really great progressive Latin jazz songs, which I recorded many years ago. But the new album, I have some really cool versions of some songs that I've always loved, like Watermelon Man, a Herbie Hancock song that the great Mongo Santa Maria recorded. So I kind of took his version and I put a spin on it. Yeah, we gotta come up on the vocals a little bit.
Yeah, from the back.
And I went into some heavy folklore, Afro-Cuban folklore in the beginning and wrote an intro.
This is the part that I really dig, right? I wrote the
I also have a song that I did, kind of tribute to the great Roy Hargrove, who I was a friend of. And also, I did a couple of songs from one of my idols, Ray Barretto, who was a great conga player, salsero, Latin jazz conga player. And then I have a bunch of originals that we're working on as well. The music that I'm writing and performing with my band is very specific, and it's very difficult to find musicians that can actually play it because it's very clave oriented. Yet you have to know jazz, yet you have to know funk, yet you have to know how to swing. You have to know a bunch of different genres to play with me and my band, and it's a very the chairs are tough. When you come see Pablo Batista and his Latin Jazz Ensemble, you're going to be entertained. We work really hard, man. I've done it and helped everybody else out, so I think it's time to not be selfish, but kind of let the world know who I am.
I have a sneaking suspicion Pablo is going to be very successful in this new venture here.